The CitiTV crew and the traffic enforcement unit from the Ghana Police Service were heading towards the Adenta Dodowa Road as at 5:30 a.m. Taking advantage of the distance to catch a nap seemed to be a fine idea until the police made an abrupt stop at the Madina Zongo Junction. The level of indiscipline here had caught their attention. You can see the road is completely clear. Around this time is usually not the case because the trotro drivers park on the road so they can pick passengers, but as you can see, it's clearer today. The team returned to the Zongo Junction. Again, the drivers here were repeating the same offences their colleagues were arrested for earlier, that is, making the bus stop, a bus terminal, and obstructing traffic in the process.
I'm not defending him, but I'm telling the right. That's why I'm saying.
How can we waste our time?
That's why we are saying that.
How can we waste our time?
One thing is clear here. The number of passengers desirous of joining a bus are many. And so the propensity of drivers to park anywhere to pick them is very high. Again, there is very massive competition. And so not only do the drivers have a responsibility of stopping at the right place to pick passengers, passengers also have the responsibility of ensuring that they stand at the designated bus stops to catch a bus, however difficult it is.
Just making whistle stops. We catch and we impound. At the end of the day, we want to ensure that the traffic flows. So we are managing traffic and at the same time enforcing traffic rules and regulations. So this is the two-pronged objectives: catch and impound and manage traffic.
The drivers were processed for court while their vehicles were impounded as almost none of them could produce a valid license.
Mekanana asay nti maso double hazard Madina Zongo Junction bus stop ame ba Adenta nti me yi passenger na ma the next car nti maso double hazard e hon man na ombeche me nti car na move nti by force kra na me here na me de ba ha
me free station na me ba on say main station na wo fi ko fodu aba ba ko nipa no main station ho nti wi mu wi a me lodu oba re ha te say me dey empty nam say dey eba what I say me duru ha penana cars no o ma control cars no na pani ba ko say na wi mu na me so masa me tu me nya dwuma wa ha kin ba ba da belodu me kan wanti ase no de me dey eba ha say
me fi ka so na me ba Madina ba me kan me ba na break ham ti me do ka me de boka bitu na me gina ase e ko free fit eni aba man aba de aba hwe car nti me ba ye no na positive gina car na me so ma say o mo operation me so operation we me ntia ase go so car na ase won say baby car ni si na ase na ase me so me ko free fit man aba hwe car na man was no want
Car na si he
car na si o ba na ase
so be esi na ho na esi
baby esi no enye zo ho ni si ba car no me ntimi mfe nko nti ase na ase me gina
triangle si ho.
We returned to
Zongo Junction, where the drivers on the Adenta-bound stretch were on high alert this time, but the team did not stop here. Rather, it made a stop on the Accra-bound stretch. Here, drivers who had turned the bus stop into a terminal to pick passengers were arrested. This bus loaded with passengers has been arrested and the passengers are disembarking because he parked on the wrong side of the road.
Station in it be a Monko station, Monko Faka. And the head of the traffic 80 minutes. Yes, Ramu Faka, or Biago station or Monko Faka.
All these passengers have had to trek all the way down to go and catch a bus for work because the police says this place is not a bus stop and there is no way anyone will be allowed to pick a car here. So ideally, that is where passengers are supposed to catch a bus for their daily trips. Some of the road users share their thoughts on the exercise with Citi News.
I normally wait here for my office bus to pick us here, but honestly speaking, the truck drivers, the way they've been misbehaving here is not the best. When you come here, always the place is being crowded. Sometimes they even block the road. The private cars don't even get their way out. And then you see there is a school here. Parents normally drop their bus. They normally block the view. When parents' cars are even struggling to get into the school, it's terrible.
It's rather unfortunate that Ghanaians want situations like this before they will do the right thing. What they are doing is very right, but though we needn't bring the police who need other things to do to come and maintain discipline like this. I'm very disappointed. But I mean, not because of the police presence, but because of the general attitude of Ghanaians.
Yeah, very often you see, usually on a most this place has been choked. So as I'm coming here right now, I see the police people, the personnel, they are doing their work, which is very good. I mean, I'm really impressed about that.
Sir, how many were arrested today?
So far, we've processed 20 drivers. And as you can see, today's operation was very mobile. We focus on the stretch between Madina Zongo Junction through Adenta Police Station up to the Dodowa Main Road. And today's strategy was quite different from what we've been doing all these days. Today we made whistle stops, especially at Madina Zongo Junction, where they are very notorious for turning bus stops into terminals. And most of the arrests today, we did it at Madina Zongo Junction. We also want to use this opportunity to caution commuters or passengers to always go to appropriate places to board vehicles. It is for their safety. We realized most of them were standing at where they were not supposed to board vehicles.
Citi News understands the cases have been rescheduled as their Beka court did not sit today. If you're a trotro driver, please do yourself the favor and save your sails and don't park at the bus stop to load. If you're also a passenger, you heard right. If you're a pedestrian who refused to use the footbridge, soon we will be coming for you. This is CitiTV's War Against Indiscipline. Caleb Kuda for Citi News.